everybody. I'm sitting here with Brendan Fraser and Jenny Slate. Give it up. New Orleans is known for many things. Among them is the amazing food they have. You've got jambalaya, beignets, po' boys, just to name a few. It's one reason our next guest is using food as a tool to help at-risk youth in the Big Easy find a path to success. She is what we love to call a rad human. From Liberty's Kitchen, let's welcome Executive Director Bernadette Lucas. Y'all give it up. First off, meet Brendan.
Hi.
Meet Jenny. So I love this concept. Explain what Liberty's Kitchen is.
Sure. In short, Liberty's Kitchen is a workforce readiness program that provides training to some of the city's most vulnerable youth between the ages of 16 to 24. And it's perfect, Kelly, as you say, with NOLA being so food-centric. We opened our first location in 2008, right across the street from the New Orleans Criminal Courthouse, to serve as an alternative to formerly incarcerated youth who were experiencing homelessness, dropouts, or maybe youth who have just lost their path. We've grown so much since then, and we've become so much more than a cooking school. We've become a sense of community and family for the young people who come through our program.
Yeah, like an opportunity, a chance, all of those things.
Yes.
That's incredible. So the first step you take with trainees has nothing to do with cooking, though, which I find incredible.
Right. That first step is called the Week of Foundations, where we help them get their documents, whether it's an ID, a social security card, a birth certificate. We teach them about sexual health, mental health, banking, and then they meet with our case manager who does an assessment on them to determine what barriers they may be experiencing and what wraparound supports we can offer them. Those supports include 100% of child care assistance, transportation, daily meals, they receive a uniform and a backpack. By tackling those barriers, they're able to focus on the program and put their lives on a better path.
Yeah, I like that you're teaching those life skills. Like a lot of kids, even coming out of normal school, like they don't have those life skills that you're bestowing upon them. That's awesome. Yeah. Let's talk about the culinary part. So what do you teach?
The culinary part, Kelly, is really exciting and amazing. Many of them love this part. They're in the kitchen with our culinary instructor. They're learning knife skills, back of house skills. They're learning how to work a line, how to be a sous chef, how to work a catering order. You know, Kelly, sometimes growing up in an urban city or a poor community, you don't know the opportunities that are out there. So we take them on field trips to different restaurants and hotels throughout the city so that they can see what actually happens there. And we also connect with employer partners, and those partners come in and conduct live interviews with them. The last 2 weeks of the program is called an externship. And in this externship, they're actually working with one of our employer partners, and sometimes they're offered jobs with that employer partner after completing the program. We've served over 1,000 youth in our program since opening, and many have gone out to do amazing work. Some are working as managers in restaurants and the hotels in the city. Some have become entrepreneurs. They've started their own catering business. And we even have one who appeared on the TV show Chopped, and one who is now a Chopped champion.
What?
Yes.
That's incredible. It's incredible, this opportunity they're giving kids that maybe nobody was gonna give the chance, you know, like any opportunity to. That's really cool. To change the trajectory of these kids' lives is a powerful thing. I hope you know that and realize that. Have you ever let like a hobby, like cooking, anything like that, like anytime you're going through a hard time, do you have like a hobby you go to? Mine is quilting, we've covered this. Yeah, what's yours?
Archery.
Oh yeah, you like archery, that's so cool.
I think it's less about hitting the target bullseye all the time and just making that thing go that way. It's a good shot if it just goes over there.
Okay. Does this mean you're really bad at archery?
Sometimes.
That was code for I'm not great. Do you have anything like a hobby or anything? Obviously, it's not chickens or farming.
No, tried the thing with the chickens. It didn't work. I think, like, in my harder times, I've tried to put some structure in my life around mindfulness. And there's a temple that hosts meditation sessions near my house here in LA. It's like a Buddhist temple.
Yeah.
And I started going there a few years ago just to like quiet it down and, you know.
That's so good for you, I hear. Meditation and breathing in general.
Yeah, it's worked for me, but, you know, day at a time.
It might not work for you, works for her. What changes, or what kind of changes do you see in the trainees?
It's amazing. When you see the trainees come in, first they're a little shy, a little withdrawn, not really wanting to engage or talk to people at all.
Well, maybe they haven't been surrounded by somebody that really believes in them, what they can do, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's fun to see them like midway through the program, you start to see them opening up, you start to see them gain self-confidence, they're engaging with their peers, and they're engaging more with the staff, and they're really just excited, and they have a sense of accomplishment. So by the time they get to graduation, you will hear many of them when they give their speech, they will tell you that this is the first time in life that they actually completed anything, and they're really excited because, wow, I've accomplished something great. I've done something amazing. I've completed a task that I started. And so not only that, but they build a sense of community and family with the participants who joined the program.
Networking, yeah.
Yes.
So Liberty's Kitchen is all about providing at-risk youth in New Orleans a helping hand through culinary training. We have one of the trainees in our audience right now, so everybody say hi to Ruby.
Everybody.
Hi, Ruby. So tell us how you got connected to Liberty's Kitchen.
Well, when I was 19 years old, I was making some pretty bad decisions at home, and my mom found out, and as a result, she put me out into the streets. I was at a homeless shelter for at-risk youth, and Liberty's Kitchen came in one day, and at first I was like, I don't know about this, but then when we did our first assignment, I was like, wow, this is really fun, and I really liked it. And so as I went on with the program, I started noticing that this is a healthier way of me coping with what I'm going through.
You found a family.
Yeah, and you found a family, that's right.
Yes, I did. And also, through the internship, I was able to open up a hotel along with 3 other very talented chefs and like 80 other people. It's called the Virgins Hotel in New Orleans. It just opened last year.
Wow.
Yes, it's doing really great.
Congratulations. So what does your life look like today?
Well, it's pretty good. I have my own place, my own car. I have 4 beautiful huskies. I have...
Oh my God, for a minute I thought you were gonna say like 4 beautiful kids, and I was like, oh my God! I was like, do you need to hug it out? I was like,
oh, no.
Do you need a glass of wine? I was like,
I finally built up my relationship with my mom right back up again. We started, you know, with a clean slate.
Yeah.
And I want to say thank you to Ms. Bernadette and Liberty's Kitchen for allowing me to be able to find myself in the culinary industry, and to also giving me the hope that someone like me and somebody that has gone through what I've been through has a chance in this world and can actually make something of themselves.
I love that you reconnected too with your mama. That's cool.
Thank you so much.
Wow. Do y'all remember the first time, I don't know, you truly felt independent? Mine was literally right after I graduated high school. I got in a car and I was like, let's do this. And I went to LA because I was gonna be a singer. It didn't work out until Idol, but I'm just saying, like, you know, you just have all the hopes or whatever, and you felt like you're paying your bills, you're doing your thing. You remember that?
Sure.
I loved that.
Oh yeah, I think for me it wasn't even. I think it was someone telling me like maybe where my power was. I was a speech and debate kid. I was on the speech team, and my coach Debbie Simon, she was like the first person that was like, you know how you're doing all these voices and you mostly do them to just like play pranks on your sisters? This is actually a skill set. And like you can perform and you can play characters, and this is something that you could do. And I just remember feeling so powerful that that set me apart from other people, and that I was like, that I had fun with as well. I think that combination of joy and seeing yourself as specific and special can really help you feel like your first feelings of freedom.
Yeah, I agree with that too. That was singing for me. As soon as somebody was like, you're really good at this, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
You know, you didn't, and when someone makes you feel special and you stand out, and when someone sees something in you that, you know, maybe Ruby, people didn't show her that before, they didn't, or she wasn't able to receive it then, and now it is, and your whole life has changed. That's incredible.
Exactly, for the
better. Well, our friends at Conagra Brands Foundation love the work that you're doing to create opportunities in the culinary world to empower and inspire New Orleans' most important youth. That's why they're donating $10,000 to Liberty's Kitchen.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
No, you're changing lives, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
Like, what you do is so special. What footprints you're leaving behind. What a legacy. Super cool. Thank you. We're honored to have you here.
Thank you. I'm honored to be here.